What is this white powdered substance that so many red-blooded Americans need to start their day? Caffeine. Did you know that caffeine is actually a drug? Now, no need to be alarmed. Far worse could be the case. To be specific, caffeine is an alkaloid drug. What is this sought after white powdered substance that so many red blooded Americans say that they need to start off their morning? Caffeine. Did you know that caffeine is actually a drug? Now, no need to be alarmed. Far worse could be the case. To be specific, caffeine is an alkaloid drug that's found in coffee and tea. It stimulates our central nervous system and gives us a boost. How often do you caffeinate? Or how many cups of coffee do you think you probably drink in a day?
Well, I drink 1 cup tea, which is caffeinated.
Mm-hmm.
Green tea, which is caffeinated.
And even if you don't drink coffee, sodas have caffeine in them as well. So about how many sodas do you think you drink in a day?
One per day.
Not for me.
One per day?
Work day.
So, how many of you out there would say downing 2, 3, maybe even 5 cups or more a day is your morning routine? All you caffeinated addicts out there can be honest. How much caffeine do you really consume? And let us not forget about the caffeinated sodas. Or all you tea lovers out there. If we were to ask 100 people about whether or not they were for or against caffeine use, some might say, I don't start functioning until I've had at least 2 cups of coffee to start my day off. Others might say, the stuff is bad for your teeth. Both positive and negative sides of the spectrum. So, in the spirit of sharing is caring, today I want to talk to you about the effects of caffeine on our bodies, good, bad, or indifferent. Whether what I have to say affects your future caffeine use is not my aim. It's up to your discretion. All I'm doing is providing you the information. With anything, there are benefits as well as side effects of using things and putting them in our bodies. The good news first, caffeine in certain amounts can be beneficial. Caffeine stimulates or excites the brain and our nervous system. It can be used to relieve short-term fatigue or drowsiness. Short-term meaning the need for us to go back for additional cups of coffee or a caffeinated substance or drink. The good or bad, which is it? The best answer to this question is the side effects don't outweigh the benefits of consuming caffeine. What do we gain from it? Caffeine can sharpen our mind, especially for the people who are stressed, tired, or even sick, whether or not you routinely drink it or not. Caffeine can make you stronger, faster, smarter, more alert, but it's not quite the perfect drug, as nothing really is. It increases our alertness and wakefulness, which is primarily why we love to consume it so much. But did you know that in any form, caffeine's perk-me-up quality is only effective when you're really fatigued? If you get enough sleep, if you're well rested, it really has no effect on you. It's more like a placebo effect. But there is certainly nothing wrong with that, right? Athletes commonly consume caffeine for its proven performance enhancement benefits. It releases fats into the bloodstream, and the working of the muscles burn more of these fats, which increases their energy and adrenaline while they're playing a sport or even just practicing. This has never been proven. However, while caffeine does release these fats, the competitive athletes who already are wired on that adrenaline don't really need it. A more likely explanation is the ability of caffeine to make exercise seem easier due to the stimulant effect that it has on our brains, which may reduce that fatigue feeling we feel once we've worked out for a certain amount of time. Now, the drawbacks or the side effects. Dehydration is a major drawback because the drug in caffeine increases our need to urinate or produce urine. If you're not careful about replacing these fluids in our body, then you can dehydrate fairly quickly, especially in an already dry environment, which we know Georgia is really hot now during the summer and it's really humid. So dehydration is something to look out for if you're consuming a lot of coffee. Or you can get this thing called a jittery stomach or coffee stomach, which can be quite uncomfortable. We don't want that, right? Some of the biggest drawbacks of caffeine have nothing to do with caffeine itself. What do we usually put in our coffee? Sugar, cream, or flavoring. I know you like flavored coffees, right? So a lot of times the caffeine itself isn't what's negatively affecting us. It's the bells and whistles of it all. Did you know that 1 cup of coffee only adds about 10 calories to our diet? So, perfectly safe. But if you have that 1 cup with all the additives to it, like our mochas and lattes, frappuccinos, the sugar, flavorings of sorts, can add hundreds of calories to your diet. So, for those of you who are watching your weight, might need to take note of that. An obvious drawback to any drug is a withdrawal symptom. It can lead to headaches, even hallucinations in some cases. For caffeine, this includes nausea, vomiting, or even more severe side effects of withdrawals. Let's get serious to the much more important issue. 4 or more cups is probably what's going to put you in that danger zone. And it can lead to insomnia, nervousness, restlessness, irritability, stomach upset, fast heartbeat, and muscle tremors. So, I say to you all, caffeinate or not is not what I'm here to tell you about. Everything in moderation. Thank you.